Welcome to your practice. This is a 30-minute wake up and flow, but really this practice can be done any time of day that you need to elevate your attitude, shift your altitude, refresh yourself, get a little more enlivened. So we are going to begin practice with a little bit of breath work, so please come to a comfortable seat and close your eyes. And really organize yourself so that your perineum is pointing straight down so your spine can lift and rise. And create a little bit of literal and energetic space underneath of your armpits so you're a little more buoyant, a little more voluminous. And just attune your hearing to your breathing. We'll shift our practice now into Kapalabhati breathing. For Kapalabhati breathing, you'll be snapping your abdomen back and creating a forceful exhalation out of your nose. It's a little sniff, and it looks like this. So take your arms up over your head in the shape of a V for victory, the symbolism of strength, structure, and stability, and make cups in your palms and open them up towards the sky so that if perchance grace is raining down, you are ready and available to receive it. And then exhale completely and take a nice deep breath in. And let's begin. And you can go at a pace that is appropriate for you, but I would challenge you that if you like to go slow, to speed it up a little bit, because all real practice is counterintuitive. And here, you're here to enliven and to wake yourself up. And so the more speed that you can get into this, it's like ventilating your house. It's like you're opening up the windows. The position of your shoulders are bringing your lungs forward. So keep pumping, stay super strong in your arms. Building some heat. Keep going about 30 more seconds, snapping your abdomen back, forcefully exhaling, reaching strong through your arms. Inhale, hook your thumbs over your head, take a deep breath in, 3 more little sips through your mouth, and then hold your breath at the top, and exhale, release your arms. Very good. Please come to all fours. Plant your hands directly underneath of your shoulders and your knees under your hips, and we're just going to start to circle around ourselves. So I want you to get really, really fluid here. And imagine that you had a marker on your tailbone and that you were drawing a circle behind yourself. And let the rest of your spine, your neck, your head just sort of go with that movement. It's like you are scraping out a bowl with your pelvis. So a big bowl of cookie dough, and you are scraping like a spatula around the edges of that bowl. So really find some fluidity here. Use your abdominals to help you to find a little more movement through the pelvis and the spine. Again, letting your head just sort of come with you in a way that feels good. And then change directions in your circles. Moving around yourself. And then come back into the center. Take a nice deep breath in, broaden your collarbones, find a back bend, and then exhale, curl your toes under, downward facing dog. And we'll take dynamic downward facing dog. So inhale, drop to your knees, find a back bend once again, open your collarbones. And exhale, seat high and wide, downward facing dog. Do that a couple more times. Inhale, come forward, open up. And exhale, seat high and wide. One more time. Inhale, come forward, find a little back bend. And exhale, downward facing dog. In this down dog, take a sort of Katona style down dog and bend your knees and get your seat high and wide so that you are really back in your legs and really powerful here. And then float super high up onto your toes, as high as you can. And then straighten your legs way, way, way up on your toes. Create so much spinal length And now descend your heels slowly towards the floor. It doesn't matter if they touch. Once again, bend your knees. Inhale, float way up on top of your toes and straighten your legs. Get your tailbone even higher, and then slowly descend your heels towards the floor. Very good. Look forward at your hands and lunge your right foot between your hands and drop to your back knee. And just take a moment here to shift your hips side to side, to think about your sternum lengthening forward. Good. And then press the baby toe side of your left foot into the floor, nice and strong. Push into your right heel and lift your torso. Hook your thumbs over your head. Drive your pubic bone forward. Open yourself up. Stay anchored in your legs. And then bring your hands back to the floor and step back, downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, inhale and come forward to plank. And exhale, lower all the way down to the floor. Bring your fingertips out wide, your hands past your mat. Push the baby toe sides of your feet into the floor, pubic bone down, and inhale, curl up into a small cobra. And exhale, lower yourself back down. Again, inhale, curl up. And exhale, lower down. One more time, curl up. And exhale and lower down. Bring your hands next to your ribs. Press yourself up to all fours and up and back to downward facing dog. Take a nice deep breath in and exhale, lunge your left foot between your hands and once again drop to your back knee, and just for a moment just open up your hips. Shifting forward and back, side to side, whatever is feeling good to you. And then press the baby toe side of your right foot onto the floor, push into your left heel, and unfold into Anjaneyasana, a low lunge. Pubic bone forward. And then take your hands back down to the floor and step back, downward facing dog. Look forward at your hands and step your right foot forward and your left foot forward. Bend your knees a little bit and fold over your legs and just sway gently side to side. And then from here, interlace your fingers at your lower back with your feet hip distance apart. Push your knuckles to the sky and then fold forward. Opening up your back body, creating some space in the shoulders. Keep lengthening the front of your spine, shifting the weight towards the balls of your feet. And then bring your hands back to the floor. Sweep your hands forward up onto your fingertips and float yourself up towards the balls of your feet. Lengthen your spine, sternum forward, tailbone back, and then walk both of your hands over to 10 o'clock. If you were standing on a clock and your pubis was pointing towards midnight. And then walk your hands over to 2 o'clock, still floating up onto the balls of the feet. And then walk your hands back to the center, descend the heels, melt forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, and fold forward. Inhale, push all the way up to stand, sweep your arms up. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale, take your arms up alongside of your ears. And exhale, hinge from your hips and fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your heart forward, halfway lift. And exhale, step back to downward facing dog. A little alteration to our vinyasa. Inhale, come forward to plank pose. Keep your toes curled under, strong legs, and then melt your pelvis towards the floor and open your chest, floating up dog. Bend your elbows, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, floating up dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Bring your feet to touch, and inhale, stretch your right leg back behind you, pushing through the ball of your foot. Drag your heel towards your butt and start to round your back. Scoop your knee towards your nose. Hollow your front body. Push the floor away and step your right foot between your hands. Organize yourself here so that your knee is right in line with your armpit and you're powerful on the ball of your back foot. And then inhale and take your arms up to a high lunge. Drive your pubic bone forward. Stack your shoulders over your hips. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, make goalposts in your elbows. Draw the scapula down the back and open your chest. Again, inhale, lift up and back. Exhale, bend your elbows. One more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend your elbows. Inhale, lift your arms up. And exhale, bring your fingertips to the floor and step back, downward facing dog. Optionally, take that vinyasa. Inhale, roll right into floating upward facing dog. Broaden your collarbones. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, floating up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Step your feet to touch once again. And inhale, stretch your left leg to the sky. Drag your heel to your butt. Round your knee to your nose, scoop, roll forward, push the floor away, and step your foot between your hands. Get your left knee in your armpit, get powerful in the ball of your right foot, and lift your chest, high lunge. Inhale here, and exhale, bend your elbows powerfully, and lift your chest. Couple more. Inhale, lift up, open your chest. Exhale, bend your elbows. Inhale, lift up. Exhale and bend. Last time, inhale, lift up, and exhale, bend. Take a deep breath in, stretch your arms up, and exhale, bring your hands to the floor, and step back, downward facing dog. Hold here and breathe. Inhale and come forward to plank pose. And exhale, lower all the way to your belly. Interlace your fingers at your lower back and bring your big toes to touch. Push your pubic bone into the mat. And now inhale, push your knuckles back towards your heels and lift everything up off of the floor, super strong. Keep lifting your chest, squeezing your legs together, pushing your knuckles back. Take one more deep breath in. And exhale and lower down. Bring your hands next to your chest and either push straight up to plank and down dog or pass through all fours as you need. Take a nice deep breath in and a long breath out. Step your feet to touch once again and inhale, stretch your right leg to the sky. Bend your heel to your butt. Round your back, hollow your front body, and step your right foot between your hands. Once again, inhale, come up to a high lunge. This time, exhale, interlace your fingers at your lower back, push your knuckles back, and open up your chest. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, drive your pubis forward, and keep driving that right knee forward, and really push into the ball of the front foot, creating more height. Inhale, take your arms up alongside of your ears, and exhale, bring your hands back to the floor and step back, downward facing dog. If you wish, take that vinyasa, inhaling forward to floating up dog, exhale to chaturanga, floating up dog, and exhaling back, downward facing dog. Pause here. Take a moment to reconnect with your breath. And then step your feet to touch, sweep your left leg up to the sky, drag your heel to your butt, round your knee to your nose, hollow the front body, and step the left foot through. Once again, inhale, come up, high lunge. Exhale, bring your hands to your lower back. Interlace your fingers and push your knuckles back. Deep breaths. Keep driving that right hip forward. Powerful in the ball of the back foot. Inhale, take your arms up. And exhale, bring your hands to the floor. Listen, step your right foot forward and come into a little bent knee forward fold at the top of your mat. And just sway side to side for a moment. And then bring your hands to your hips and push all the way up to stand. We're going to take a pause here and take a few rounds of the breath of joy. This breath is 3 sniffs on an inhale and then a nice exhale out the mouth with a little arm movement. So it looks like this. So let's do that together a few times, bring a little invigorating to the system. I like to step with my feet hip distance apart. It just feels a little more spacious than feet together. So from here, 3 little sniffs. One more. And come back up to stand. Nice job. Take a deep breath in. Hook your thumbs over your head. Try to pull them apart. Suck your belly in. Sip in a little more air. Hold your breath. And exhale. Release your arms and come back to stand at the top of your mat once again. Take a nice deep breath in through your nose. And open up your mouth and sigh. Do that one more time. Deep breath in. And sigh. Good. Inhale, take your arms up alongside of your ears. And exhale, swan dive, fold forward, little bend in your knees. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, step or jump, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, and downward facing dog. Sweep your right leg up high to the sky. And step your right foot between your hands. And this time, bring your right hand to the inside of your right foot, and then walk your right foot open to the side, and turn your right toes open away from you. Open up your hips and drop to your back knee. From here, push the baby toe side of your left foot onto the ground. You can stay up on your left hand. If you're more flexible, you're going to come down onto your left elbow and spin your left fingertips open towards about 2 o'clock. Bring your right hand to your right thigh, and if you have space, bend your left knee and reach back and catch the pinky edge of your left foot. You can even roll to the pinky edge of your right foot, kick your foot into your hand, and open yourself up. Take a nice deep breath here, lengthening from pubic bone to sternum, and then gently bring your right hand back to the floor and your right foot back to the floor. Wiggle your right foot back in and just stretch the hips for a moment. Again, you can either keep the back knee down or for more intensity, straighten the back leg and come down onto your forearms, just opening up the hips. Walk yourself back up onto your hands and step back, downward facing dog. Lift your left leg up high to the sky and step your left foot all the way through between your hands. Once again, walk your left hand to the inside of your left foot and then heel toe your left foot out to the side, spinning your left toes open. Again, there's lots of options here, but you may drop to your back knee. If you have more space in your body, come down on your right elbow and spin your right fingertips open to the side, and then bend your right knee, reach back with your left hand, catch the pinky edge of your foot, and kick into your hand, opening up from your pubic bone all the way through your sternum. Nice deep breaths. Last inhale. Release your back foot, bring your hands down to the floor, and step back, downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths in downward facing dog. One more round of breath, deep breath in. And exhale. Look forward at your hands and lunge your right foot one more time. And drop to your back knee. Press the baby toe side of your left foot on the floor. Stay in the front hip crease and take your arms up. And this time, take the frame, hook opposite palm to opposite elbow. Push your armpits towards your heart. Wrap them. Drive your pubic bone forward. Push into the ball of your front foot and the pinky toe side of your left foot and open your chest. Now, re-extend your arms, interlace your fingers behind your head like a ball and a mitt. Hug your elbows forward, and then find a little back bend. Lean back. Expand out of the stability in your legs. And then lift your arms back up to the sky. Take your arms to the floor, hands down, and step back, downward facing dog. Take a nice deep breath in and just let that settle. Exhale. And then lunge your left foot between your hands. Drop to your back knee once again. Push the baby toe side of your right foot down. Push into the ball of your left foot. Get really strong in your legs and take your arms up. And then take the frame the opposite way, so opposite palm to opposite elbow, not the way that you normally do out of habit. Push into the ball of your front foot, anchor with the back foot. And then stretch your arms up and find that interlace once again behind your head and hug your elbows in and drive your pubic bone forward. And then stretch your arms up to the sky. Bring your hands down to the floor and step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank and lower all the way down to your belly. Bend your knees and grab a hold of your ankles. Flex your feet, toes towards your knees. Push your pubic bone down and lift up into a small bow pose. Keep lifting your chest, looking forward. Nice and powerful. And then slowly lower down. Stack your hands, rest your forehead. Roll over onto your back, please. Bend your knees, bring the soles of your feet to the floor. And with your palms next to your hips, dynamic bridge pose. Inhale, lift your hips, sweep your arms alongside of your ears. And exhale, lower your hips, lower your arms. Couple more. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Again, inhale, lift up. Exhale and lower. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, lower. And pause at the bottom. Draw your knees into your chest and take a happy baby pose. Stack your ankles over your knees. Grab a hold of the pinky edges of your feet or your ankles, your calves, and just gently rock side to side. And then one more time, bring your knees into your chest and give yourself a little hug. And then extend your legs along the floor for Shavasana. A brief, quiet moment. Draw your scapula underneath of you, palms towards the sky. Let your feet fall open. As you come to lie on your back, take 3 or 4 breaths with your chest still and your abdomen soft. Every inhale, a nourishment. Every exhale, a release. And then let go of control of the breath and allow yourself to just rest in effortless awareness. Feel that every time body breathes in, prana, this vital life force, is enlivening and healing all of your cells. Feel the residue of practice. Begin to deepen your breath, turning your awareness to your physical body, the movement of that vital life energy. Take some movements in your fingers and your toes, and then roll over to a fetal position on your right side. Use your left hand to press yourself gently up to a seat. Come to your seat for just a moment with your eyes closed. And tune in once again to the breath. And to the energy that you've created. The ability to tap into ceaseless contentment in any given moment. Rub your palms together in front of your face, nice and vigorous, building some heat. And cup your palms over your eyes. Let the darkness in behind your hands. And then release your hands, let in the light, and welcome yourself back. Thank you so much.